Throughout human history, we have been dependent on machines to survive.
Marketing Tech Blog.
Well, hello everybody. So we don't usually talk about technology as in physical things. We're always talking about software and tools and stuff. But I wanted to bring this one up that's pretty cool, and I think we're going to order a couple for the shop and try them out. You ever notice that when you're doing a webcast or you're talking to someone via webcam, that you're never looking at them?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
You're always looking at the screen and you're not looking at the camera. And so when you're talking to someone across,
Right.
they're looking down and you're like, why are they looking down? Well, it's because they're not looking into the camera. So it takes practice to look away all the time. There's a company, and what spurred this was Guy Kawasaki was showing his setup on Google Hangouts. He actually has a tripod directly in front of his monitor, in front of the people that he's talking to.
Really?
That's how he talks. And it's so that he can talk and make eye contact with them. And eye contact is so important when you're talking on the web. Well, there's this company, the product is called See Eye to Eye, SEEEYE, the number 2 EYE, See Eye to Eye. And it's this periscope kind of device that you just put on top of, you put it over your webcam.
Right.
And what it basically does is it reflects your screen up in front of the webcam. And so what you're doing is you're actually looking at a smaller screen right in front of your webcam. It's like a two-sided, like a one-sided mirror, or two-sided mirror?
A double-sided mirror.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yep.
One of those. And so you can do things like put a teleprompter, sit and scroll and actually talk to the camera.
Right.
Or you can do Google Hangouts and actually have their video right then and there. So pretty cool.
How big's that screen? Is it?
It's probably 4 inches, 5 inches wide. So it's not, you would have to resize your window and kind of put it up behind there for it to work right. But really cool idea. A different, unique way of solving the problem.
So the domain name again is?
I don't know the domain. Marketing Tech Blog. Go there. And,
all right, cool. Sorry.
And if you go back a week, you'll find it on there. It's called See Eye to Eye. If not, just get a hold of Aaron. He'll tell you.
Yeah. I'm gonna check it out.
We had one of our authors, was going through Google Shopping and how to put your products online and all of that stuff. And he found like a score of videos that is basically a collection. And so he said, hey, Doug, you mind if I just post all of these videos in one blog post? So we have Google Shopping video lessons.
That is awesome.
All in one. So I think there's like 6 or 7 videos.
How many carts does it cover?
How many carts does it cover?
I mean, we're talking about the shopping carts and be able to move Never mind.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll go check that out too. I was going to sit in the back seat.
Social ad spending forecast came out. The revenues expected for social media advertising are $11 billion by the year 2017. Facebook alone is expecting to close $1 billion in mobile ad revenue in 2013.
Doug,
this year.
Nobody clicks on those ads. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. These things are working whether people think it or not. And maybe part of it, and maybe there'll be a backlash, is a lot of times you don't really know that they're ads.
Right.
It just looks like news in the stream.
Yep.
So, but they're working, so it's something that you might want to keep aware of. We have an article that I wrote, just don't blame WordPress. And it's been all of this, crazy talk about hackers and everything else. And we've had clients that have come to us and say, "Oh my God, we did WordPress. We're never doing it again." And what I say basically in the article is WordPress is only as good as a developer that you're working with.
Yep.
So if you get a bad theme, guess what? It's a really bad experience to try to build out your site. If you get a great theme and you get a great development firm that can customize it, it's a piece of cake. And we have a client right now that is just like amazed that the administration is customized. They can, it tells them where to upload videos. They don't have to do CSS. They don't have to do anything, where before they had to do all of that. So don't blame WordPress, and don't blame it for the security issues. That's our responsibility, right?
That's right.
With our clients, is get them on a good host and make sure that they're covered there.
WP Engine.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. We love it. Online success starts with customer experience management. This was a guest post by Gary Galvin from Galvin Tech in town. Basically walking through customer experience and focusing on the customer as you're building out your web presence, from search to social to your website, landing pages, everything. Pretty cool, kind of a global view of what your strategy should look like. Some confirmation for us as digital marketers. SOTA, which is the Society of Digital Agencies, did a digital marketing outlook report, and it's huge. It's like 100 pages or something. But basically what the report is saying, and the reason why it's important to this audience, is that the majority of companies are starting to look more and more to digital agencies to get their work done. It's actually a trend that's happening that a company, you take Site Strategics, for example. You guys have video expertise, SEO expertise, social expertise, content expertise, SEO expertise.
And then there's John.
Yeah, all internal. Android, Android expertise. And it's all internal.
Right.
So a customer can get into an engagement with you and basically have all of that expertise at their disposal. Whereas if they went to hire,
that's right,
a marketing person, even an intern would probably be about the cost of what they could get, from working with an entire firm.
Just had a client talk to us today about that, actually hiring us as if we were an entity in their company, as if we were a staff member there.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And it's the reassurance to the audience is that this is becoming commonplace. It is really expensive to get talent and to accumulate the right talent. Jen's over here. She's really expensive. No, I'm just kidding. She's like,
when did this happen?
Yeah. But it is to find that talent, to curate that talent, to get that talent, understanding about the total strategy. Within an agency, we're doing that. What do you got? How many clients do you guys have now?
No, 35, 45 active clients.
So 35, 45 active clients. Yeah. So if a client signs up with you today, they're getting your experience that your entire team have had with 35 other clients.
In different vertical markets. And on top of that, you benefit from the lessons learned.
Yes.
And on top of it, if something's working over here,
exactly,
being able to borrow that and use that inside of your own organization. Absolutely.
That's exactly it. And so we've dramatically changed our strategies with clients because of that. That it works with, we watch it work with a handful of clients and we go, we got to do more of that for everybody. And so, again, the reassurance to the audience is, if you're looking to do this yourself, chances are your time is better spent. Your money with your customers is better spent with you working on what you're good at. And if you're going to do anything, invest it in a good marketing agency. Invest it in an agency. And we're on the line, right? We're on the line to get results for the clients every single day.
That's right. There's a level of responsibility and accountability.
Yeah. Whenever
we're talking about search engine optimization. And I mean, you just don't do it as an academic exercise. We realize the role this has in your business.
Yes.
And that's a pretty important thing to have.
And the agency realizes if they don't get results for you, they're gone.
That's right.
So it's easier to fire an agency than it is to
an employee
wait
these for
days.
SEO to work.
It takes a while.
It takes a while.
We have a fantastic infographic that Jen put together for Fatstacks. I love the name of that company. But Fatstacks is a company.
The pancake shop?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Fatstacks is basically a company that they have an iPad application where you can have your entire sales inventory from a content standpoint. And so if you're sitting in front of a client and you say, oh, I need to send those use cases over to that client, you do it right there. And can send it right
Video embeds and all that, different. Oh, awesome.
And
awesome.
It doesn't require a Wi-Fi or internet connection.
Does it sync with inventory?
Yes.
Yes. It
awesome.
syncs its marketing and sales collateral, and then it also syncs with CRM systems.
So it's really cool.
Gotcha.
All integrated.
Yep.
Fatstacks.com. FATSTAX.com.
Fatstacksapp.com.
Oh, fatstacksapp.com.
Cool.
Another article that I wrote, Where's Your Audience? I think a lot of people mess up and they don't realize that there's audience upstream and downstream of them.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're talking about our audience, a lot of times our audience is people that just got funding and then they come to us.
Mm-hmm.
So where are they getting funding from? Well, they're getting funding from attorneys. They're working with accountants. They're working with venture capital firms.
Right.
That's where I need to go look for my audience, not necessarily looking for people looking for, marketing help.
Yep.
Well, there's a bunch. There's a bunch more infographics. Check it all out on the Marketing Tech blog when you get a chance. Download our app. We're on version 3 now. So
It's a beautiful thing. It really is.
It really is nice.
Exciting.
So download that, and of course our podcasts, your podcast, our podcast, they're the same podcast, are on it, and the videos are on there
The
too.
podcast could not be contained in one app.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Nope.
So get on there and download that. It's a good thing.
Excellent.